Selena, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
I wanted to ask if you had any advice for women still single in their 30s.
We can do this later.
Good to see you.
Are you excited for like wedding and stuff?
I am. I couldn't be more excited. It's just, there's so much kind of happening in the moment with, he's working on some projects that he has to wrap up, and we just have things we want to finish.
Selena's so insane. When we first started going out on dates, she used to pull up to my house minimum 20 minutes early, maybe 30 minutes early.
So true.
And she would wait outside, but she didn't realize that my cameras could see like down the street, and her car would just be parked outside for like 30 minutes. And she would just wait until it was time to come.
Benny Blanco looks like he's reaching his breaking point because he cannot handle the whirlwind stress of marrying Selena Gomez. Her entire team is spiraling, panicking over every single detail of this wedding gone wild. Selena keeps switching things up. One day it's yes, the next day it's no, because she wants this to be a fairy tale moment. But behind the scenes, friendships are crumbling, tempers are flaring, and Hollywood's A-listers are already circling, waiting to see the spectacle of the year. The pressure is on, and it's crushing everyone around her. Weddings are stressful enough, but when your name is Selena Gomez, forget it, it's chaos on a whole new level. And listen, I adore Selena, but being in her orbit right now sounds like a nightmare. Reports say her demands and perfectionism have the entire team walking on eggshells. One slip up, one wrong flower arrangement, and it's meltdown city. Sources close to the situation are whispering that Selena's been nitpicking every single choice down to the tiniest detail, and her crew is about ready to collapse under the weight of it all. The wedding is locked in for Montecito, California this September, but instead of joy, it's giving drama, nerves, and confusion. Selena wants luxury, Selena wants magic, but she keeps tearing up the plans and starting from scratch. Even trivial details, stuff most brides wouldn't care about, are sparking full-blown debates. One insider spilled that Selena wants perfection, but she can't stop second-guessing herself. And now it feels like the dream is slipping into total chaos. And here's the kicker. When Selena was asked in a recent sit-down with therapists if she was even excited about the big day, her reaction wasn't exactly glowing. That's right, on camera, she didn't even sound thrilled about her own wedding.
Are you excited for like wedding and stuff?
I am. I couldn't be more excited. It's just, there's so much kind of happening in the moment with, he's working on some projects that he has to wrap up, and we just have things we want to finish.
Now people are wondering, is she chasing happiness or chasing control? But the stress doesn't end there. The guest list is turning into its own battleground. Selena's inviting some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and that means security nightmares, special treatment, and non-stop logistics. We're talking Taylor Swift, Travis Scott, Jennifer Aniston, Cara Delevingne. Better watch what's in the drinks. Miley Cyrus, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. With this much star power, the wedding could either be legendary, or a disaster waiting to happen. And the star-studded guest list doesn't stop there. Meryl Streep is also expected to show up, which only cranks the pressure higher. But here's where things really get messy. Selena still hasn't nailed down her bridesmaids or her maid of honor, and she's terrified that picking one person will offend someone else. Can you imagine the Hollywood drama if a major star gets snubbed? Fans are already speculating about who will make the cut, and let's be real, this is a decision that could shake friendships. On top of that, the dress situation is a total disaster. Scheduling fittings has turned into a nightmare because Selena's calendar is jam-packed and her stress levels are off the charts. A source close to her spilled that she's a nervous wreck about the whole process. She's desperate to get every single thing right, but that means she's not only piling the pressure on herself, she's pushing it on her entire team too. And the question on everyone's mind, will Taylor Swift be the maid of honor? If she is, how would that even work? Taylor's life is booked solid. Her massive album release is dropping October 3rd, while Selena's wedding is at the end of September. That's barely any breathing room. Some fans are already whispering that Taylor might pull a no-show, the way Rihanna skipped out on being Katy Perry's maid of honor years back. Could history repeat itself with Selena's big day? But wait, it doesn't end there. Just days ago, paparazzi queen Melanie Miller caught Selena at the airport and asked her a simple question. What advice would you give women over 30 who are still single?
Selena, how are you? I wanted to ask if you had any advice for women still single in their 30s.
We can do this later.
Good to see you.
Selena smiled but brushed it off, saying, "We can do this later," before rushing away. Fans couldn't help but read between the lines, especially since Selena herself just hit her 30s. With so many of her friends still single, people are now wondering if part of the wedding stress is tied to the ticking marriage clock she might be feeling. And through all this, Selena is still determined to make the wedding a picture-perfect 3-day event, grand, glamorous, and unforgettable. But the way things are going, this fairy tale is looking more like a high-wire act where one wrong move could spark the scandal of the season. 3 whole days of entertaining Hollywood's finest? Most people would break under that kind of pressure, but Selena's got that rare beauty empire money, so she's determined to pull it off. Insiders say this isn't just a wedding ceremony, it's a full-blown production. We're talking a 3-day extravaganza, very Jeff Bezos-level luxury with parties, events, and non-stop glam. Of course, Selena has a wedding planner with a full staff, but that doesn't stop her from barking out orders left and right. She's micromanaging every single detail. Colors, themes, flowers, music, and with her constant flip-flopping, it's driving everyone around her insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really I just have never really felt so sure about something.
One insider even said, "I've never seen someone claim they're sure about something but look so unsure at the same time." That says it all. Thankfully, Benny Blanco is stepping in as the peacemaker, gently trying to calm Selena down. Word is he keeps encouraging her to delegate and let go, but Selena's not budging. She wants her fingerprints on every inch of this wedding. And get this, Benny's not just whispering sweet reassurances, he's literally massaging her neck and shoulders, trying to ease the tension. Imagine that. Because honestly, who would dare raise their voice at Selena Gomez? He's doing everything he can to keep her balanced, but the stress seems bigger than just wedding jitters. Something deeper is weighing on her. Here's where the speculation comes in. Everyone knows what comes after marriage: the pressure for kids. And sources say that thought has been spinning in Selena's mind non-stop. She's battled lupus for years, which has made her journey to motherhood complicated. Insiders claim Benny's been talking non-stop about their future together, about having kids, cute kids, in his words. And it's making Selena spiral. Now fans are whispering, could Selena's biggest fear be that she won't be able to give Benny the family he dreams of? That possibility is haunting her, fueling the stress and turning this wedding into an emotional storm. While the world is watching for glam and perfection behind closed doors, Selena is wrestling with heartbreakingly real fears about her health, her future, and whether she'll ever be able to live up to the picture-perfect fairy tale people expect. In a recent interview, Benny opened up in a way that shocked everyone. He admitted he's been dreaming and praying every single day to become a dad. He gushes nonstop about how adorable their kids would be and insists Selena would make the perfect mom. Sweet, right? But here's the heartbreaking twist. Sources say Selena is terrified that she can't give him that dream. She's desperate to make Benny happy, but the fear of not being able to carry a baby is eating her alive, and she worries it could even shake their entire relationship. This is something so many women struggle with, and it's devastating. It messes with your mind and your heart. And with Selena's health battles, the stress is 10 times heavier. She's faced lupus, a kidney transplant, and on top of that, she's been open about living with bipolar disorder. Fans didn't realize the extent of what she's carrying until now, and suddenly it all makes sense. Doctors have reportedly warned that her medications could make pregnancy not just difficult, but dangerous. Of course, adoption is an option, and Selena herself has said it's a blessing. Her own mother, Mandy, was adopted, and Selena has spoken about how beautiful that was. But deep down, insiders claim Selena never pictured herself becoming a mom that way. It wasn't part of the dream she had before she was told that pregnancy could put her life at risk. Benny, to his credit, is said to be constantly reassuring her, telling her she's more than just a baby maker in his eyes. But even with his words, Selena reportedly feels like she's falling short, like she's not enough. Imagine that. You're Selena Gomez with fame, fortune, and global love. Yet one thing out of your control makes you feel inadequate. Money can buy mansions, yachts, and entire beauty empires. But it can't buy a new body. Well, unless you ask the Kardashians, of course. And just when fans thought the pressure couldn't get any heavier, Selena and Benny showed up at someone else's wedding, and the whole world exploded with speculation over what they saw and how they looked together. At one recent wedding, things got so messy that even SCA jumped into the drama. She commented on a post saying, "I panicked so crazy," because she thought she had missed Selena and Benny's wedding entirely. Fans were freaking out too, wondering if the couple had secretly tied the knot without anyone knowing. But nope, this wasn't their big day. It was actually Benny's friend Dave's wedding. Still, what went down there had people side-eyeing Benny like never before. Here's why. Benny took the mic and gave a speech, and instead of keeping it classy, people online claim he started talking about other women.
Dave's just like blabbering about all these women that want to talk to him. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, Dave, I didn't say Dave, I said Chuck. I said, Chuck, you're talking about these girls and you got Kristen over there. She's the best girl I've ever seen. You're a fucking moron. And I was like, go out there and find her. And he did. And over the last 5 years, I've gotten to know Kristen. She's so sweet, so funny, and we really just found out like in the last 6 months that she's 10 times better at Dave than writing any television show. And I know that's gonna hurt your ego, but yeah, he likes it.
That's right. The groom's moment somehow turned into a messy speech with eyebrow-raising comments. One shocked fan wrote, "Why would he talk about Dave and other women at his wedding?" Another asked, "Why are people finding this sweet?" He exposed his friend at his own wedding. And another furious comment read, "I'd be livid if someone gave a speech like that at mine." The backlash was loud. Some found it funny, others thought it was humiliating. But either way, it was awkward enough to light up social media. And while Benny's words had the internet buzzing, let's not forget Selena's world is already overflowing with friendship drama.
That's why there were 20 people at my birthday. Yeah. Because the 200 people that came to my 30th
Or no longer.
They're segregated.
Yeah.
Properly.
One of the biggest scandals, her sudden distance from Brooklyn Beckham and his wife Nicola Peltz. Once upon a time, these three were inseparable. They were literally nicknamed a throuple because of how much time they spent together. They even went as far as getting matching angel tattoos, sealing their bond like family. Back then, the connection was so strong, Nicola couldn't stop gushing about Selena in interviews, calling her one of her closest friends.
She's truly like my chosen sister, and I'm so lucky to have her in my life. I like her support and everything means so much to me. I love her. I would do anything for her. She's just like the truest form of a human angel. She truly is.
Selena herself first crossed paths with Brooklyn way back in 2015 at New York Fashion Week, and the friendship seemed solid for years. Fast forward to 2022, and the trio was seen everywhere together, living it up like a little Hollywood squad. But somewhere along the way, that perfect friendship started showing cracks. And fans are dying to know what caused the fallout between Selena and the Peltz-Beckham power couple. Selena and Nicola's friendship started out strong. Within a year of meeting, they were inseparable. The trio, with Brooklyn in the mix, even jetted off on a luxury vacation to Mexico. Selena laughed about all the cozy pictures flooding the internet, joking, "Fine, call us a throuple." At the time, it was playful, but little did anyone know that throuple wouldn't last. The cracks started showing fast. Brooklyn's already had a messy rift with his famous Beckham family, and now it looks like he's drifted from Selena too. Sources say Selena quietly pulled back from Brooklyn and Nicola, getting fed up with their so-called diva behavior. Insiders claim Nicola's attitude became unbearable, not just toward Selena, but even toward Benny Blanco. According to one source, dinners and lunches often turned into photo ops because Nicola was obsessed with making sure photographers caught her at the best angles. If the spotlight shifted away, she'd allegedly get cold and dismissive towards Selena. Another insider bluntly said, Nicola is very jealous of Selena. And it wasn't long before the tension started pushing people away. In fact, whispers say Brooklyn and Nicola's inner circle is shrinking every week. Friends dropping out one by one because they can't stand Nicola's behavior. And Brooklyn? He's not standing up to her at all. He's letting her run the show, even if it means burning bridges. The proof? Selena was nowhere to be seen at Brooklyn and Nicola's recent secret vow renewal.
For Nicola privately, claiming she's been distracting her with chats about her upcoming wedding to Benny Blanco and regularly checking in. So you got two options. Which one are you going to believe? Do you believe that she is still there privately, but how come she's not there publicly? And second of all, do you think that they're just not friends anymore?
That's right. The couple is still young, yet they've already felt the need to redo their vows. Fans are side-eyeing the whole thing, wondering what trouble is brewing behind closed doors that they felt the need to start fresh. And the snub didn't stop there. When Selena got engaged to Benny Blanco, Brooklyn and Nicola didn't even congratulate her. Talk about shade. Fans have already turned savage online. One viral comment read, Brooklyn Beckham is in a cult, while another joked, maybe they didn't want to take Selena to bed with them. Either way, the message is clear. What once looked like an unbreakable friendship has crumbled into silence and bitterness. So it turns out, yes, they really were acting like a throuple. One fan even pointed out that Selena isn't really friends with Brooklyn anymore, mainly because, well, Brooklyn doesn't actually seem to have friends of his own. The crowd around him, all Nicola's people. And the shade doesn't stop. Nicola didn't even bother to acknowledge Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco, which basically confirmed to fans that the bond has snapped for good. And let's not forget about those famous matching angel tattoos. Once a symbol of their ride or die friendship, fans have noticed Selena's ink looks faint now, like a faded reminder of a connection that's gone cold. Some joked online that a little scrub, a few exfoliants, and that tattoo's gone. But others turned the spotlight back on Selena, accusing her of being the common denominator. One fan commented, I think Selena has problematic behavior because all her friends have turned away from her. She only seems like Snow White to her fans because of her appearance. Ouch, that one stung. Interestingly enough, Selena herself recently opened up on the Therapist's podcast, talking about friendships that ended abruptly. She didn't drop names, but fans are convinced she was alluding to Brooklyn and Nicola, hinting at just how much the falling out hurt her.
I burned a few times, a couple times. I like to believe in the good in people. I really like to just forgive. It got to a point where some things you can forgive and move on from.
Right.
But it's not something you should perpetually let happen to you.
But while that throuple collapsed, Selena's been moving forward with Benny Blanco, and they've already been spotted on cozy double dates. Cameras even caught them at dinner with some of Selena's Only Murders in the Building castmates, and fans immediately started speculating. Were these just innocent get-togethers? Or something spicier? Hollywood has a way of blurring those lines, and fans love to whisper about swinger energy whenever they see these kinds of gatherings. The truth? Who knows? But one thing is for sure, they were eating good. The table was stacked with oysters and massive tiger shrimp, sparking even more jokes online. The dinner dates and faded tattoos only add to the whispers that Selena's social circle is shrinking fast. Once surrounded by high-profile besties, now it looks like more and more people are quietly stepping back, and fans can't stop dissecting why. Some blame Nicola and Brooklyn's diva attitudes, but others are starting to wonder if Selena herself might be part of the problem. Think about it. This isn't the first time Selena's friendships have blown up in public. People still remember the icy drama with Francia Raisa. the friend who literally donated her kidney to Selena, only for the two of them to fall out later. The internet tore Selena apart for that one, with fans accusing her of being ungrateful and difficult. And now, watching history repeat with Brooklyn and Nicola, the speculation is louder than ever. Does Selena push people away when the spotlight isn't flattering? At the same time, insiders say Selena's been leaning harder on Benny Blanco than anyone else. Almost like he's become her one safe place while the rest of Hollywood feels shaky. But is that healthy? Or is it a red flag? Especially with Benny's constant talk about marriage, kids, and the future, Selena may be caught between trying to live up to his dreams and holding on to her own sanity. Meanwhile, fans are split right down the middle. Some swear Selena is being unfairly painted as the villain, pointing out that Nicola Peltz has been accused of diva antics for years. Others argue that where there's smoke, there's fire. And the long list of ex-friends, from Demi Lovato to Francia Raisa, is proof that Selena might have her own toxic patterns. One viral comment put it bluntly: if everyone keeps leaving, maybe the problem isn't them. Adding fuel to the fire, sources claim Selena has been more withdrawn at social events lately, avoiding red carpets and cutting appearances short. Could the pressure of friendships, wedding chaos, and health struggles be pushing her into isolation? Or is she quietly preparing for the next big Hollywood comeback, free from people she sees as distractions? Whatever the truth is, one thing's clear: the drama around Selena's friendships is turning her wedding into more than just a love story.
Selena's so insane. When we first started going out on dates, she used to pull up to my house minimum 20 minutes early, maybe 30 minutes early.
So true.
And she would wait outside, but she didn't realize that my cameras could see like down the street, and her car would just be parked outside for like 30 minutes. And she would just wait until it was time to come.
It's becoming a stage where every strange smile and missing guest is proof that Hollywood loyalty comes with an expiration date. At the end of the day, Selena's love story with Benny Blanco is supposed to be a fairy tale, but instead it's unfolding like a high-stakes Hollywood saga. From friendship breakups to wedding chaos, from health worries to the pressure of starting a family, Selena is carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders while everyone's watching. And the cruel reality is, when you live in the spotlight, every private struggle becomes public drama and every whispered rumor turns into a headline. Fans are torn. Some say she's being unfairly targeted by jealous friends and fake insiders, while others think Selena's own behavior might be driving people away. Either way, this wedding isn't just about flowers and rings anymore. It's about loyalty, image, and whether Selena Gomez can finally live the life she's always wanted without the world picking her apart. And let's be real, the guest list alone could cause a scandal. Imagine Taylor Swift not showing, or Nicola and Brooklyn's names missing entirely, or Benny saying one wrong thing in his vows. The paparazzi will be there, the fans will be watching, and every move will be dissected. This wedding could either be the love event of the decade, or the messiest Hollywood circus we've seen in years. But here's what I want to know. What do you think? Is Selena just a perfectionist trying to protect her dream day, or is she burning bridges faster than she can build them? And will Benny Blanco's calm energy be enough to hold everything together when the spotlight starts to burn too hot? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, and while you're at it, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. I'll see you in the next one, and trust me, you don't want to miss the video popping up on your screen right now because it's got even more celebrity drama you need to see.